The much awaited Punchinella post. I do want to tell you, I got a new arm so you'll be able to see a little bit more, but I do want to tell you there's not very much online as far as Punchinella ribbon. If you want to look up sequin waist or Punchinella, you've got to put in ribbons so you don't end up with Pinocchio. And sequin waist, sometimes you can find a little information. That's where I found some. So I want to go through 9 ideas really quick. One of the ideas, it's really cool, is using your punch just for the Punchinella. You just stick it in there and look. And if you don't have a punch, these come out real cute and can go on anything. Let me see if I can show you better. See how cool they look? Just make sure you don't, that it comes out where you're clipping all the ends. And then I just took a pair of scissors because my square punch didn't work and just made a square. That was really easy. You just cut it out. And then you can use it like you do any other ephemera. You can also layer it. That comes out really cool. You just take 2, put them together, and look at this design. Let me see if you can see this. This design that comes up, it's really cool. You just take 2 pieces, just like 2, and maneuver them around, and you'll get different designs. Just move them around, and then you come out with some really cool designs. Some of them almost make flowers. Look at that one. Do you see the flowers in there? Right there. They're really cool. So you can do that. You can also use modeling paste. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a demo. You can use gesso. It works just as good. Okay, I'm going to use the back of this. And you don't need a lot as I pour way too much. You just do it like you do anything else. Just make sure that when you put it on thin. And that you do it randomly. You know, you don't want it to look like a stencil. You want it to look kind of different. And this, if you have colors under it, it'll take on the colors. Or you can mix it with paint and have the colors. If you mix it with ink, it's even better. So, see how easy that is? And it's not like someone else's stamp. They can't claim it. It's just little circles out of sequin waist. Okay, now the next thing, see, I'm trying to be organized. You can, it comes out like a little like bubble wrap. So then you can do line drawings. That took forever. You can get this in all different sizes. The bigger the circle, the easier it is to do. But just do some line drawings. Put the stencil down. Just take your pen and circle it in wherever you want it. You know, that's all I did. Is just made little circles. That's fun for doodling. Now, the one thing I didn't do, because I didn't know what I'd do with it after I finished, they did say you could take it, make like a cone shape, and then put it in the oven at 190. They did not say how long. I'm not really recommending this, but if you like to do 3Ds, you might want to play with it. It says it will harden it and keep its shape. One thing that I do a lot is stamp. You can use it as a stamp. You can use let me see. Let's get a color. Oh, wonder why I ended up with purple. You can use paint. I've used paint. In fact, I'll show you that in a minute. Or you can just use your distress. This is Distress Oxide, and you just put it on there. See how cool that is? And like if you want a heart shape, then you could cut it out in a heart and do it, but it comes out really cool, like if you just want to do some basic stamping. The cool thing about paint is, where did I put my, you can come up with different images. Let me do a quick demo. Okay, I like to use my smaller jelly plate as a palette, but there's several ways you can do this. I'll show them all to you. Okay, you can roll it on there. This is not the easiest way. So I'll show you why. You're not going to get much, and it's not going to necessarily be perfect. The thing I do like though is this side where the paint is. When I flip it over, now then that is cool. See how nice that is? And I think I did some more. This is with it, the thing down. But then you can stamp it. You can also take your jelly plate. This is what a lot of people do. You put it right on your jelly plate. Press it in like you would. I think I have a little too much paint. It doesn't work if you have too much paint, so you need to make sure you have a nice thin layer of paint. Now I can do two things. I can take it like this, since it has holes, you really have to press and work it in, because the roller doesn't work as good when you have little bitty holes. Don't you like that Southern coming out, the little bitty holes? Okay. See how cool that turns out? And then you can take your stencil off and do another print. Let me show you the difference. You're going to get the reversed with another print. See how that's the reverse? I like them both. They are great for collaging. Just take a little bit. There you go. So, let me see what we have got. Okay, the next thing I tried and tried and tried, and it was using the embossing folder. It came out very, very faint. And I had one here. It comes out very, very faint. You have to layer a lot of stuff between it. A lot of, here it is. I used these little foam things plus my larger foam, and I used like 5. And then put it like you normally do for embossing. It did emboss, but very, very lightly. It's very light. And I tried sprays, and see, you can't even see it. So I would only use this if I'm not going to change the color, not going to put anything on it, and I just want a light little hint of something, because it doesn't raise it much. But that is a possibility. It might be something you want to play with. Also, you can use it as a resist. Here, that's not quite dry. Here, I've put some, let me get it, gel. Some gloss gel on it, so when I spray it or paint it, it's going to resist it. But if you look really close, the smaller ones doesn't have a lot of space between the circle. If you use Punchinella with larger holes, it comes out better. This is kind of cool though if you want to just put a hint of something and you want it to kind of run. See, it resists. It's not going to take the color. I'm not sure if yellow was a good choice, but it'll run in between a little bit. Can you see? It's just a little hint because the spaces are so small in between. Here's another one where when I lifted it, I did get a lot of space between the circles. Let's see if I talk a darker color, if you can see it better. Oh, yes, you can. See how that changes and it colors the gel paste, but you can still see it. Ooh, like that. Okay. Of course, waste not. Put it on something. I don't like it just to waste that ink. Goodness gracious, no. And look how cool that did. All I did was touch it to try to, and I have all of this, so that's a good idea too. Just pat it off rather than dry it, and then you have multiple prints. Okay, the other thing is you can just use it to layer anything. Like, look, I put it on this clip. This is just, I didn't paint it so you could see. It's just a clothesline clip. I put a little of the same color of the netting, a ribbon, a butterfly, and some bling. And now I'm going to put a magnet on the back, and it's a great for a refrigerator. It's a great little cute gift to put just on a bag or something as an extra little gift, or to hold a name tag. It's just cute, and it was quick. So I hope this gives you some ideas to do with Punchinella. It is hard to find. I found mine at the thrift store, so I would love to find some different kinds, but this is the only one I've found. There are some on Amazon, a little pricey, but if you enjoy it, you might get some. So have a good day.